After receiving a letter from an old friend, James Miller, asking for his assistance with some problems on his ranch in the Heartlands, Agent 1899 leaves Saint Denis. It had been some years since he had last seen James "Killer" Miller, a man whose life he had saved many years ago during their Army days. Riding for days with one horse and one canteen between them, his friend, feverish with an arrow lodged in his shoulder, presumed dead with the rest of their patrol, the pair had deserted. The two men formed a most profitable partnership, working together for a number of years until Miller, now with a young family, decided to settle down and bought his ranch in the Heartlands. The agent headed west, not yet ready to give up his deadly trade. But those are tales for another time. Next morning, as the agent woke, the stillness was broken by the sound of distant gunshots. He mounted his horse and set off toward the sound. Later that day, a wake of buzzards marked the site of the earlier gunfire. Drawing closer, a slow dread crept through him as 30 sheep lay dead, shot and clubbed, and there, the soles of his boots revealing him, in the long grass, the dead shepherd, James Miller's son.
Last damn chance to keep your hide. You try anything, you're gonna get shot up. You know, we're hired to clear this land of folks like you.
Kiss my ass, you long-winded son of a bitch.
Don't be stupid. We all know I can kill you before we pull that trigger.
You have no idea the hailstorm you fixing to let loose.
You're gonna get that shoved up your ass, you keep pointing it around.
That's so.
By the time the agent arrived at his friend's ranch, all he could do was watch as the bodies of James and Patsy Miller were tossed into a wagon and hauled off into the hills. The agent trailed them, unseen. The thought of Miller and his wife being left for the scavengers filled him with a murderous fury. After laying Miller and his family to rest that night, he returned to the farm at dawn. The hell which his dead friend had warned of had indeed been let loose. At daybreak, a small patrol of cowboys left the ranch. The agent, watching from cover, tracked their movements as they headed to another farm. This appeared to be something of an outpost, occupied by more of these hired guns, and commanding the crossroads in the center of the plains. From there, the patrol struck out again. It would be these five the agent would stalk, waiting for his opportunity.
You ready to be a corpse, asshole?
Oh shit! What is this?
I'm about ready for this son of a bitch to die. This would go quicker if we could drink. This is the boring part. I'd rather be shooting cattle.
Sure enough. Somebody's got to do it.
Every day I spend patrolling, the back end of that heifer looks better. Just think about the tail we'll get with dollars in our pockets.
Son of a bitch!
It's him! Kill him!
Under the cover of darkness, the agent returns to the outpost. Like a malevolent spurt, clad in black, he picks his way through the corn rows.
They'll try and come by. You mark my words. You doze off again, I'll smother you.
Don't want no one sleeping on this job. Keep your wits about you.
By the time the sun comes up, every man there will be dead, all except one. The one who will answer his questions. He had left one sentry alive, knowing he would run once the shooting started. It was this unfortunate soul who would reveal who was paying them, who had sent them, and most importantly, why. And when it was all said and done, he was going to wish he was dead. After the prisoner had been thoroughly questioned, he was more than willing to answer anything. The agent then returned him to the farm so he could deliver his simple message: leave by sundown or die. Seems Eugene Wegner of Emerald Ranch was approached by a man called Laurel Fink, a board member for Cornwall Kerosene and Tar. Mr. Fink thinks there is oil under the Miller Ranch, a lot of it. He is bankrolling Mr. Wegner to clear out the Heartlands and intend to carve it up between themselves. Mr. Fink also arranged for the replacement of the Valentine sheriff, having his own man installed. This ensures the control of the auction yard in favor of Emerald Ranch cattle and the covering up of Wegner's hired guns killings out on the range. In the coming days, a deadly game of cat and mouse was played out on the blood-soaked prairie as numerous patrols were sent out in vain to kill the agent, never to return. Until finally, as he made his way back to his hideout in the foothills of the Grizzlies, the long arm of the law reached out and touched the masked man, his actions coming to the attention of Valentine's sheriff, Black Bill Langley. Black Bill Langley, a more crooked man you could not hope to meet, a vicious, cruel bully. He has the Valentine auction yard in an iron grip, crushing all competition through intimidation and violence.
Feels like there ain't no law here sometimes. You ought to be ashamed.
You taking issue with me? You picking a mighty stupid fight here, friend. You keep on like this, I will make you regret it. I'm sick! You all to hell!
Black Bill may have survived today, but the agent intends to return this evening to pay a visit to Keen's saloon, which has been commandeered by the sheriff and his inner circle. Bill Langley's days are numbered. Bill Langley died like he lived, a coward, shot down like a dog whilst running away. In the confusion after the killing, the agent slipped back into town. The remaining deputies, now leaderless, have holed up in the Saints Hotel to wait it out till morning. Little do they know, they have seen their last sunrise. With the law taken care of, all that remains is a final reckoning with Wegner's hired guns. A couple of days was all it took to pick off the last few men the so-called Laramie boys could spare for patrolling, leaving the last few cut off and isolated at the Miller Ranch.
Hardly worth the trouble. I ain't even sweating. Ha! My pleasure.
After killing their last forage party, the cowboys would be dangerously low on food and water, yet unable to leave, as those who did returned the following morning, strapped to the back of their horse. All they could do was wait, as the promise of the agent's wrath hung over the ranch like a cloud.
What in hell?
Anyone pushes through here is gonna regret it.
Like I don't already know that. Spider don't come to the fly, no sir.
As his last round slammed into a Laramie skull, he knew then there were only two men left to kill, the architects of this whole sorry affair. Two men driven by greed. Two men who had bought themselves only death, Eugene Wegner and Laurel Fink. As he returned to his hideout, he was confronted by the last Laramie. He had killed this man's friends, as he had killed his. No words were spoken. A silent, deadly challenge. The challenge met. The night was cold but clear as he made his way to Emerald Ranch. A fine night for a killing. Mr. Wegner is known to spend his evenings in the saloon with his cronies. He should enjoy his whiskey while he can.
Hey, you better identify yourself now. I put you in the ground, you don't stop moving.
Well, hell.
Here we go. Who's talking now, huh?
so, when it was all said and done, all Eugene Wegner had to show for his greed was a hole in the back of his head. Mr. Laurel Fink was an unscrupulous businessman of the worst kind, a man who would have stepped over his own mother for a fast buck. His sole concern in life was that the line went up and only up. The agent has it on good authority that he is currently in Saint Denis, celebrating record quarterly profits with some associates. He will come to find that all the money in the world won't save him. He readies his weapon, steeling himself for the bloodshed just moments away. He takes a slow breath and steps out into the street, chasing away the thoughts of Miller, clouding his mind. He sights Fink, standing 20 feet away, and begins to walk towards him. A vengeful spirit made flesh. He holstered his weapon and walked away.